Thank you so much. Susanna, the exact same question. What do you feel in your line of work has been the trend in the last few years, and how do you see it moving forward after the conference?
Thank you for the question. This is a very important one. And the trend, I tend to be optimistic, but we shouldn't lose the sense of reality as well. So I think that the situation is bad. Of course, it's not awesome. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here each time and very often organizing such conferences in terms of how to change the course of action, so to contribute to the ocean's health. But I think that is one good thing to say is that we always say that we need to take action based on the most accurate knowledge and information. And I think that we are getting there, so we don't need any more knowledge so to take actions, because we have sufficient information. We know what needs to be done. We lack, of course, sometimes of willingness, and we also lack of means, because we talk a lot and there are important treaties and declarations, but then everyone feels the same thing, is that things are not moving as fast as the change that we are observing in terms of the ocean, because things in the ocean are deteriorating very, very rapidly. So our actions should be in accordance to that speed. And I think that with this conference in particular, there is a very important step forward, which is that at least now it's a good conclusion is that people understand that climate is closely linked to ocean and vice versa. So oceans play a huge role in terms of climate change mitigation. And that's one. And the second one is, as I hear important people and heads of governments saying that we should have an international treaty this summer in terms of having a regulation of the biodiversity in areas beyond national jurisdiction. Because as we know very well, the ocean is one and there are no boundaries. And what you do in high seas and what you do in the national areas or exclusive economic zones, all is linked, and every activity influences in the same way, whether or not in international waters or within national jurisdiction. So we need really to understand that we need to put the funding where it's needed, because intentions are good, but then we need the practice to put all these intentions on the ground. And also, lastly, the third advantage that I think we have is that we have the practical approach. We have the ground activities, and we as an agreement, as many others, we exist as cooperation mechanisms where regional countries, where groups of countries are already together working on something in concrete. So there is the global aspect and the regional perspective, and then I think that we should also reinforce the bottom-up approach, working locally, as shown in our film, with the fishermen, with people that make their living out of the resources that the ocean offers. So I think it's very important to listen, to work, to listen, to understand each other, to work closely, and also to have this cross-sectoral dialogue and dialogue between organizations. That would be my view. Thank you.